Surviving Reality contains explicit content full of snark and sarcasm that may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Surviving Reality. This week we've got a special treat for you. We are joined by Ace and Katelyn of Love Should Be Multiplied, Not Divided, and the Shit Talk podcast.
We've decided to open up our closed quad this week for your listening pleasure.
So we hope you enjoy the episode and make sure to check out the show notes for everywhere you can find them. Hey guys, it's Corey and Carly and we're here with Ace and Katelyn.
Hello.
Hello. We've got mom and dad, but not dad of baby Q.
Well, you know, I was kind of thinking about it. What do you guys think about starting a polyfamily?
Yeah, a closed quad.
You know,
Yeah. We're familiar with Sister Wives. And
We have the
Polyfamily.
same shows. That's like the biggest hurdle, I feel like.
that is true. I think we can make it work.
Relationship.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
couple-
guys interested in, what was this? A yacht tub? I keep getting it wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to call it a yacht koozie,
Oh.
which I like better. But yeah, it's a yacht tub, which is stupid. But we don't have to have sex with each other. Like we can still just we could just be for, a quad. We can even do it long distance, if you want.
That's more up our alley.
I feel like that's more functional
Hashtag
from what we've learned.
quad goals, I guess.
Yeah.
Are we going to share a
Yes.
kitchen or
No.
okay?
You can't do that.
Bump hips in
Well,
the kitchen.
we can share the kitchen because we're not going to ever make anything. So
You guys can share the kitchen.
We can barely share a kitchen with just
Oh.
me and
We'll be the
Carly.
Christines of the relationship.
I guess so, yeah.
I think we could be more successful than Polyfam.
I think we could nail
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's hard.
Yeah, the bar's pretty low, and I mean
Mhm.
that's just kind of the usual case with a lot of these types of setups.
Caitlin just showed me a picture of them, and
Yes, they did their height lineup. Do you guys want to take a guess at how tall each of them are?
I feel like Tyler's a little guy, right? Is he
Uh,
like on the low end?
Let's hear your guess.
So wait, it's just the parents?
Go like
Yeah.
lowest,
Yeah,
lowest to
just the-
highest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to guess
Not
Wayna's. Wayna, then we don't know how tall Wayna is.
I'm going to say
And Baby Barbecue, he's only
Yeah, how many
Gotta be
centimeters
it.
is that?
Well, honestly, I feel like Baby Barbecue was 5'2" because he came from Taya, but okay.
So I'm going to say Sean, Taya, Tyler, Alicia.
Did you go tallest to shortest though?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
that order? Okay.
But would you like to give like a brief, like a quick, like how
Guess.
tall you
like,
think
do
they
you
are?
think is
Ooh.
Sean's the tallest? How tall do you think he is?
I'm going to say he's 6'2".
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh, Taya. I think we're pretty close to 6 feet, but we might
Okay.
be like a
I
5'11".
think she's like 5'10". Yeah, 5'10".
Tyler, I'm going with 5'7".
Okay.
I always feel, yeah. I clocked him at like 5'4". I'm not gonna lie to you. I think
That's 1 inch taller than me.
he felt like a short
And-
king. He's
and
got short
Alicia.
king energy. Alicia, like 5'2", 5'3".
Okay.
Okay,
We
so-
for sure thought Alicia was like 4'10".
Yeah.
I was just gonna say
She
she's like just
is-
getting like she's
She's
passing to not have the
5'8".
handicap placard.
5'8"?
Yeah.
She's
Wait,
5'8". Tyler
shortest
is
of the bunch.
6'5".
6'5"?
Sorry,
Sean
Tyler is 6'5"?
Tyler 6'5". Sean is 6'1". And what was Taya?
6 foot.
No
and Alicia
way.
5'8". The shortest. I thought she was like
When
4'10".
everybody's tall, it really fucks with you.
They're all giants.
So it's like
I am
That's why they're out in the
5'3".
forest.
it's like Steph Curry. You know when you see him out there in the NBA and it's like, oh, look at this little guy running around. It's like, no, he's like 6'4", but it's just everybody around him is like 7'8". So it's just
Yeah.
like, oh man.
That's
Yeah.
shocking.
Why does Tyler have
6'5".
5'4" energy though? What is that?
Well, because he's a doormat.
Yeah, that
Yes.
might be it.
Maybe that's why Sean's so intimidated.
Mm.
He's
Intimidated.
got to
He's
be
so
by.
tall.
You don't think he's
Oh,
intimidated
the
by
height thing.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, there is
the height thing, and apparently,
the thing
The
thing.
sex-
a lot of very
Just
happy
because you're
sperm.
tall, though, doesn't mean you have a big wiener.
That's true.
No, but he has a
My
very
sister
functional
once-
one.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But is that
an
as
active,
exciting?
Yeah, it's an active one.
And have you guys heard all the things that are coming out now about
Oh,
Sean?
Yeah.
Sean's got some skeletons.
Sean has 5 kids. from the
that he
previous
left and then
marriage.
covered
Just
up
bailed.
their names.
Just
he
bailed.
had tattoos of them.
Yeah,
and
I
then
gotta tell
covered it up
you,
with something.
knowing that in this episode where he's acting so upset about what could possibly happen if they break up,
It's like, well, you already left the other ones. Leave these ones too. Like,
you know what that's like.
What's another 3 more? Yeah.
just leave them behind. It's fine.
I couldn't believe that because people were kind of like, well, I feel like he's the one who doesn't have, like, the kids aren't biologically his because they took a long time to have kids or whatever. And I'm like, no, he's got 5 other kids. He's worked. He's
His
just
wiener
fine.
was working at one point.
At one point.
He's doing
He's
just
had weird
fine.
energy since the first episode.
All right.
Can I ask you
feel-
guys? This is a huge. Like, Caitlin and I have never disagreed about. Do not. You do not give them anything. Don't give them anything. We've never disagreed so hard about something.
Let me ask the question.
No,
You're gonna phrase it
because
wrong.
no, you're
That's
gonna
gonna give
phrase
it
it wrong
away.
because I asked the question.
No, you're gonna phrase it wrong.
No,
Uh-oh.
I asked the question. Of these 2 men, which one do you think would think that they are a lumberjack?
Would think that they're a lumberjack?
Mhm.
Yes.
Not necessarily are, just think they are.
Okay, Tyler dresses like one, but I'm going to say Sean.
Tyler cosplays as one, but Sean thinks he is one.
Thank you.
Does that
Thank
make
you.
They kind of went with no. Okay, first of all, that's not
I
true, and you
said,
guys are wrong as well.
Sean thinks he's a lumberjack, and he keeps arguing with me. I'm like, he's not one, and he's like, he's a little bitch. I'm like, yeah, but he thinks he is a lumberjack. He thinks he's a burly dude.
Now, this
mentally.
episode changes all of that because they said that Sean likes to be bougie. So I was right. There's no lumberjack doesn't get in a yacht koozie. No. So I believe that I was correct.
No, they both agreed with me.
I
This
will
is
say.
the first Discord
that.
going on in our poly, or what is it, our closed quad.
Oh, our close quad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the first
Oh.
disagreement that we've had in the closed quad. Oh my god.
Is this
Maybe
a
we're not
democracy?
gonna make it.
Yeah, the
I
cracks
just
are
have to
starting to
believe
show.
them.
I'm getting concerned now.
You don't get a night tonight with anyone.
On the outs.
You have to
No,
sleep on
I
the
feel
couch.
safe bringing this up now because I didn't want to go all in on this as a filthy read in the first 2 episodes. So
Okay.
I feel safe saying it now. Sean
Yeah.
has Family Annihilator energy.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
the
he
vibe.
does.
And that's
Mhm.
the concern that I have here. So finding out that he's had this whole previous family, I was actually kind of relieved that it was like, oh, thank God he just abandoned them.
They're alive.
Yeah,
Yes.
like they made it out. They're marked safe from having Sean in their family. Like that's
Well,
the
it's
concern.
like,
I was also thinking, finding out that he has like a whole nother family that he left and that he would cheat and be with a bunch of different girls. I'm like, they keep saying he doesn't have any family. Everyone in his family's dead. I'm like, well, or did he just like leave them too so that he could do his own thing and no one would out him?
Did he not
You know?
tell them? The
You know
full
what,
extent of
though?
this?
sometimes your family just kind of weighs you down.
Yeah, he's
You
like,
know?
I'm
It's
done
like,
with them.
I gotta listen. Beyonce left Destiny's Child. Camila Cabello left Fifth Harmony. Like this happens, you know, you got to leave people behind. And I think that's just what Sean was doing. He's like, I can do better on my own. With
Maybe. Everyone is saying they should leave Sean out and they think that the throuple could work. Do we think that? I don't think that either.
I don't think so.
I think none of them
either.
are right for each other.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's looking
I think
good.
Tyler and Taya.
I think that's what
it.
it's about.
That's
It's
the
Tyler
core.
and Taya, and the other two are just trying to make something work so that they don't feel upset that Tyler and Taya are sleeping with each other.
Okay, think of it like a bicycle. So Tyler and Taya are the main wheels of the bike, and then
The training
Alicia
wheels are Sean.
and Alicia and Sean are just training wheels that they kind of lean on every once in a while.
honestly, sometimes I feel like Alicia's just like the ribbons hanging off the handlebars. You
Well,
know, like
the
she
baseball
signed the
card
kids up
that's-
for school.
the baseball card that's
Yeah,
smacking in the
yeah.
back tire to make it sound like a motorcycle.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take the training wheels off. So when are they going to get rid of them?
Well, that's
I
the
feel like
she
that's going to
said-
happen.
When she said that her job, like, you know, she's like, you know, Sean and Taya watch the kids. Tyler works. I sign the kids up for school and sports. So it's like, you're not
Oh.
really pulling your weight.
and I'm
Oh.
sorry, I don't think Wayna's doing many sports.
No.
I've not seen Wayna or
And
Dylan
the
doing
other
any
kids
sports.
are too little to
Yeah.
even be enrolled in
Oh,
school
what?
or sports.
Barrett and the other one are doing sports?
Yeah,
No.
baby
is that-
barbecue.
Well, now we're all confused, yeah, because we've been going off of Braxton Hicks. Like we came up with other names to just associate these kids by. We don't know. I don't know these kids.
Oh my god!
I like that she signs them up for extracurriculars, not that she's the one driving them back and forth
Yeah,
or
no.
facilitating it.
She just signs them up. I signed our kids up for swim lessons the other day, and I told Ace, "Call me Alicia. I did it."
Now, I do want to say this too, and sometimes I get scared because I love to shit on a car, and I'm always worried. Like I don't know what kind of car you guys own, but for this family,
It's not a Ford Fiesta, is it?
Ace thinks that we own a car.
to beep bop around in a Ford Fiesta.
When the shortest one of you is 5'8"?
That makes it even worse.
Okay, that's psychotic.
Scary.
We have not gotten eyes on Tyler in the Fiesta yet.
No, he can't fit.
It doesn't have a sunroof for his head to breathe. He's just going to be sitting in there sideways. He's going to walk with a kinked neck.
Oh, what should they have? I mean, they live on the West Coast. So in Portland,
they have a dirt driveway.
They get
they
a
need
truck
something a little bigger,
or like a Tahoe or something that can like
they have the big van.
Fiesta just beep bopping around that dirt road.
Maybe a Sprinter van. Yeah, but
they have one.
Amazon bought them all up too. Probably over there on the West Coast, they're just gobbling those things up. They're hard to find.
That's how they make some side money.
Yeah. Hustle. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, anyways,
what is going on with the blood type dispute? So this is a whole thing that Sean has now labeled himself as he is not a biological father of BBQ because B blood types, BB does not make O, it makes Q, obviously, but scientifically, mathematically.
Now, as an expert from the Pitt Hospital, because I've been doing so many intubations lately and pushing epi, and
O-neg is the blood we want.
O-neg is the blood we want. Now, so I'm excited that BBQ is an O because it's universal. But if I'm checking the Punnett square, aka what other people said, is that the B's can make an O.
Correct. It's it's a slim chance. It's like a 6% chance, but there is a possibility.
That's more of a percent chance that this family's going to make it.
But was it something like if they're both B? Does B have positive and negative or no?
I think just
it goes with the B's matching up. There's a percentage that's associated with that. So if they're both B blood type, then it's like 93% the kid's going to have B blood type, and then a 6% chance that it would be O.
Your blood types.
We tried to remember.
We were having a moment of crisis before this because we were like, hold on. I think that if we had a baby, we would have
the plus minus
RH
issue
incompatibility.
Yeah, it could be like a 75% chance we would have an issue with the.
Yeah,
you guys were getting on, being like, let's see.
We're like, hold on.
Okay,
I don't know.
Like, I need to know what website Sean was on. I need that.
Thankfully, we're in a quad now. So.
Right, that's true. I have options.
Yes.
I think I have the universal donor.
Yeah, or receiver.
I think I'm
know.
O positive. So
I think I'm O positive.
And I think I'm A negative.
Okay.
I think I'm just always fucking
that
negative.
Seems rare.
I don't know. I don't have a positive bone in my body.
You're like, I don't know what I am, but I know it's negative.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm basing that information off of something my mom wrote in my baby book, which also had a notation about when Bundy got the chair.
Bundy.
I'm going to question whether it's
that
accurate.
Was the baby book. Yeah.
She was focused on the important things.
The documentation.
Life-changing events.
Yeah, can't trust it entirely. Probably not, but...
Oh my god.
Our kids' baby books will be like, this is when the episode of Sister Wives came out.
Here's our recap. Listen to it. One more thing that I do have to just get into before we actually get into the episode, even though we've wasted so much time, is the eyelashes. Now
we're calling them Plyg Lashes.
Plyg Lash.
I have never in my life.
It's like full caterpillars.
Flipping
They're
Plyg
going to
Lash.
the same lady.
Like, I'm like, your eyes at the end of the day, like, you do not have a hard time falling asleep because they are tired from holding those things up.
It's a
like,
workout.
They're caterpillars.
Lids.
They're, oh my Lord.
Why did they think it looks good?
But you guys agree
Terrible
it's an epidemic because we have Seeking Sister Wife. We have Danielle over there. Robin got a new pair of those this season. And now we've got what's going on over here.
Yeah.
Now we have we have friends that do this. And what we try to do is whenever they don't have those ones, we try to be like, oh my God, you look so pretty.
Something
like,
looks
what's different? And they're like, oh, I don't have my lashes. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even notice it was that. You just look like fresh and beautiful and gorgeous. And like, keep leaning into that.
Maybe it's time to retire them, you know?
It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, don't they make, I mean, I think they can do it a little more natural, but what they are like, oh, it's, you don't have to pay based on how many you get. So they
also,
just
I love too that they're like, I do it so I don't have to do my makeup. But I'm like, it doesn't work like that because now it looks terrifying.
Well,
now
and it's like, oh, so you don't have any other makeup on. You just have full glam lashes. Like, I feel like we should even it out a little bit.
They're the most ridiculous looking sets too. It's not like the ones that are just, there are like more natural looking strips, but they're buying the ones that are the thickest caterpillar like lashes that they can possibly find.
Oh, they're going to someone to get those done. They're getting those.
They're getting those glued in there.
Extensions.
One by one.
Wow.
How many hours do you think it takes them to get them applied?
Oh, I
12.
bet it's like probably
it's a whole day event.
And the poor lady, she books them back to back, so she does a 24-hour shift, much like me in the ER. So it's like tough, you know.
Thank you guys for your service, both of you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I know that no one's seen Corey and Carly, but Carly's wearing the same lashes. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're part of the quad now.
Carly,
welcome to the family.
I'm seeking, so
first stop, the lash place.
Oh my God.
So we start this episode off. We're still talking about the blood type thing, but not really because nobody has talked to Sean. They just all know he's pissed off and everybody's kind of walking on eggshells.
It's great.
Which seems like the perfect way to go about
really healthy.
I love what Taya's like, Sean doesn't really like open up about his feelings. I'm like, he doesn't have to open up. We can all feel it when he's in the room. He's not a mystery. It's not like, oh, I'm going to put on a brave face. He's never put he's put a brave face on like Tammy Slayton has on 1,000 Pound Sisters. Like, we know how you're feeling. Oh my God.
Try being my size, Amy.
Try being my size, Amy.
You guys ever watch that show?
Oh, we're obsessed with it. We just watched the new episode last night because we had to see what was going on with the camel bite.
Oh, yeah.
Which
we're way back in time.
We're only on season 3.
Ace, she could probably use some of your medicine skills to heal whatever's going on with.
I'll be on site. I'll do triage.
It got infected. It needed specific antibiotics. So,
Did you guys watch that where she walks into the pharmacy and tells this random woman about the whole thing about getting bit by a camel?
No, we've literally
we're recapping old seasons, so we don't want to go forward because we don't want to we haven't Tammy hasn't even got her surgery. We know she eventually does, but we're like back in time where Chris is just about to get the surgery.
Yeah.
So good.
So we don't want to spoil it for ourselves.
I watched,
but we do know she got bit by the camel.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know that happened.
The bite heard round the world. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, so then Taya, they're talking about the whole wet nursing scenario that they were playing out in the last episode, and they let us know that is not going to happen because Taya's milk came in, and I guess it wasn't happening for Alicia.
Yeah.
So
I feel like she didn't try very hard.
I honestly feel like Alicia pulled a me and she was like, I'm going to try, but she didn't, just so she could say I tried.
This was a Robin Brown surrogacy thing.
Yeah,
I would do that for you. But then when it actually came down to it, she actually was like,
so
sorry,
accurate.
I tried so hard. She wanted to play the victim. Like, I tried really hard. I wanted to do that for you. And now I can't.
Oh my God, that's so accurate.
Like,
they'll bond though, because she's going to sign the baby up for baby yoga. So she's already started her responsibilities.
Signing up.
Thank goodness.
Yep, signing up.
Thank goodness gracious.
She's so busy.
Here's the thing that's so shitty is like, what if the 4 of us are laughing so hard at ourselves and everyone else listening is like, God, they're so fucking annoying together.
That's all right.
Well, that's why they're not part of the closed squad.
This is a closed squad.
That's right. That's right.
Not open.
You guys are lucky that you get to listen to the closed squad. We normally do closed meetings.
In the hot koozie.
In the hot koozie. Man, as long as it's not happening, conversations on beds, I think we should make a rule for the closed quad not to have one-on-one conversations on a bed. I don't know what it is.
You're right. They are only having conversations on the beds.
It's just, and the bedrooms aren't like suited for conversation here. There's nowhere else to sit.
They're all sleeping on queen beds, and now knowing their heights is even, I'm like, there's no way that
Tyler's feet are just hanging off the edge. Like,
yeah. But now I'm like, if you notice when they're having this conversation, Taya, or the conversation with Taya and Sean, I now know, like, oh, Taya and Tyler do get freaky because that headboard is covered in stuff.
It's seen work. Yeah.
Yes.
It's seen some stuff.
Did you also catch that she had, it looked like a handcuff around her ankle? There was something metal around her ankle.
I don't know what Carly saw.
I tried to get you to go back to catch it.
He was shaving her legs?
I didn't catch it.
No, when they were sitting in the bed having this conversation. Her and Sean.
No.
Yeah. I think
Maybe
she broke
wears,
free.
like, thick anklets that they hook to the bed.
She's ready at all times.
You never know.
Well,
that
she's the
headboard,
freaky
though,
one.
they need
The
to wipe
headboard.
that thing down with some Lysol wipes.
Sanitize, steam it,
Yeah.
something. But yeah, I don't think we need to be doing one-on-one conversations in the bed.
I'm glad we have the same level of cleanliness.
Yes.
That'll
That was
work.
like, that's, yeah.
We'll make sure we clean up.
So, surprise, surprise, Sean is really fucking pissed at Tyler because he is convinced that he sent that text maliciously. And if he didn't, then he's just really stupid.
Can I honestly, I was like, I never would have thought about that. I would have just screenshot whatever I got sent and sent it to everybody. And I wouldn't have thought at all about blood type.
No, but I also think, like, I've never known our kids' blood type at all. They don't tell us that at a doctor's appointment. So that was the thing that was like,
Did he ask
did he
for it?
ask
Suspicious.
for it?
Yeah,
Yes. I'm
it's-
like, I don't know, like that seems weird.
I know. I hope I don't, because if I have to get blood from when I'm at work or anything, it's like, oh God, I don't even know which one I need. Just give me O-neg, you know?
It takes forever.
I'll take the O-neg, I guess. 'Cause-
I think it was between that, the oneg. Yeah, it's I blamed it more on Sean because he looked into it more too. Because it's like, if you see that in passing and then you have somebody that was a Tyler mistake that now you have taken and run with. And so he did the effort of researching it, not very effectively, obviously, too, because he became very definitive that he was not the father. But there is a very small possibility that he could be biologically the father. But he's
I also think,
convinced.
though, like in all of this, it's like we know whose baby it is. It looks just
Yeah.
like Tyler, just like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one of the older ones does. Like,
and Tyler comes in her like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And they do it also on their off days. I know they do.
Yeah.
They're sneaking
They're
him
for
in.
sure.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah.
keeping
sneaking
it
up
exciting.
to the Ford Fiesta.
I want to say that, and I feel like it's important. Yeah, they're doing that. That Ford Fiesta is a rockin'. I need to say this. I feel like we should disclose this in the quad now, but just so you know, Caitlin and I, we would agree to this if this is what you wanted, but we would absolutely go behind your back and do like DNA tests. So we wouldn't tell you, but we would be like, we're so nosy. We could never keep
Same.
a secret.
Like, the
I am
fact that
such
they're
a
just like, we
nosy
don't
bitch.
know.
There would be no way that I would be able to eat. Also, I get it. Like, he had a look at that baby just like we all did. And he knew that it looked like Tyler. So,
Just like the sister said, she was like, we're from the same DNA and we know what our kids look like. Like, that's his kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
it
just a
didn't take much.
confirmation. And that's why I think he jumped to, it's definitely not my baby, even though there is a possibility that he could have fathered the baby with the blood type.
But that with
But he
the
also
Maury,
looks like Tyler.
Yeah, with the Maury theory, it's enough to prove that. Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
I think it's dependent on the kid's height, you know, because he's 6'5" and his mom is 6 foot. Like,
If
that's
baby
why I
barbecue
think
is not 7 foot, then it might be Sean's.
BBQ came out 5'2", 100%. Like, and he still had room to move around in Taya. You know,
Yeah.
like he
She's
was
got that
swimming
long
still.
torso.
Yep.
Yep.
Room
I
to
know about
accommodate
that.
these very, very tall babies.
I hope Alicia's got him signed up for basketball.
No. He signed up for baby yoga, so that's where we're going to start. We got to stretch him out, make sure that he's, got room to grow here. And
Well, a lot of tall people are not flexible.
Yeah.
So I think she's like focused on that. She's like, I'm going to break the stigma. I
Right.
don't want another tall person who is not flexible.
But I think this was
Keep
where
you long and limber.
yeah.
Mhm.
This is
For
where
your quad.
the lashes were on full display, though, when they were driving to baby yoga, because it didn't look like they were going to baby yoga. It looked like they were about to go do a B&E somewhere. And
The black
I thought they were
hoodies.
going to do like a Yeah, I thought they were going to go to like baby dance club or something like that. Like, and they were going to be a bouncer. But also, I mean, when they're driving down that driveway in the Ford Fiesta and she takes that turn real fast, I was just like, oh my God, BBQ is flinging around in the back there. Thank God. I mean, he's already forward facing because he's 5'2". But I was like, goodness gracious.
And Taya's head's on the roof.
Yeah, Taya's like she's getting the static from the roof because her hair's going back and forth. It's just a lot.
What did you guys think of the yoga instructor? I felt like she was so awkward and nosy because she was like, I felt like what she wanted to say was, well, I saw Tyler making out with Taya. And so then I was like, hey, should I tell Alicia? And that's when I found out they're all together.
Like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I like that it sounds like she didn't actually do Alicia a solid and tell her what was going on. She just eventually found out from, I'm guessing it's rumors and things other people in town were talking about.
Yeah, I think so. She was like, a friend ended up telling me they're part of a quad. I'm like, oh.
I feel like, okay, here's my thought process with it is there, you never ask somebody like, oh, are you pregnant? I also don't think when two women walk in with the baby, you say, which one of you birthed the baby? I was like, geez, really coming in strong, Christina. This doesn't feel yoga vibes. I feel very attacked.
We're not finding out who the biological mother is.
Yeah, we don't know who
we scrambled eggs and it is what it is. I don't know. This is what happened.
We don't know. We have no idea.
No clue.
They should start fucking with people like that. That would be funny.
Yeah. So that was also my thing too about like not finding out who the dads are. I'm like, but you know who the moms are. So what's like, we might as well just find out who everybody is just for the kids' sake,
I guess just give it a couple of years and just see,
who they look like.
Is this kid incapable of talking about their emotions? Then Sean's the dad. Okay, there you go.
Does the baby start chopping wood like a lumberjack? Okay, that's Tyler's.
Nope, it's
if we were playing Guess Who, and you were describing lumberjack, that would be Tyler. But I still think the thought.
Sean thinks he's a lumberjack.
Thinking. I think Sean is convinced that he is like alpha male mentality on a lot of things. Because people were pointing out, even in his confrontation with Tyler, where they were arguing about parenting, and he wasn't making eye contact too, because that's like a whole alpha male thing. And I was like, isn't that just a neurodivergent thing too? Like,
I have horrible eye contact, and everyone keeps being like, "Dude, you're neurodivergent." I think you've got
maybe you're just alpha male.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just alpha male,
just total alpha male. Oh yeah, watch out, boys.
Join the manosphere.
Oh man, actually, does anyone else want a piece of salami? A Slim Jim.
It's gonna be tough having two alpha males in the closed quad.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. We're on one.
Yeah. How bad would you feel though if you came to baby yoga and you were supporting in the closed quad and then you got the doll? You had to do baby yoga with the doll.
You're like, okay, can I have my baby back?
I honestly, I would have rather had the doll, because it's like, what if the baby's like screaming or anything? It's like, ugh, I don't want to deal with that. So
also,
give me the doll.
What did they do? They did like cat cow like 3 times, and then she's like, okay, now you can do shavasana.
And
like, what is this?
When I saw what her full yoga class was, I was like, oh, that's how Christina's a yoga teacher. She's one of those teachers. She does a 50-minute shavasana on the floor. That's about it.
A lot of child's pose. And then, call
happy
it a day.
Baby. She's doing the happy baby.
I think that's Taya's. Yeah, that's Taya's move.
I don't know if I'd feel comfortable like leaning over the baby like that. I don't trust my myself.
That's stability is a big thing.
Crush baby Q.
No, don't crush. No.
Listen, I don't need my baby to do yoga. It's like, get a fucking job, Baby's 5'2". Like, we're already struggling to make ends meet with the 4 adults. Like, start putting these kids to work.
We got a factory we can send you to.
Yeah.
Wayna's not going to bring much income to the family, Poor Wayna. Yeah.
Probably start driving Uber or something.
She can probably drive that Ford Fiesta.
In that Fiesta? Yeah. The perfect car like to drive around in if you're an Uber driver.
Do you think she's allowed to work, though, while she's also punished?
Oh, she's grounded. Yeah, never mind.
No,
that's
she has
out
to
the
stay
window.
in the basement. Like, she's
that's true.
Kidnapped.
Sorry.
This is totally off topic, like everything else I've said is, but this is a question for each of you. when like if one of you was to take an Uber by yourself, the Uber comes, where do you sit?
I sit behind the passenger seat.
Yeah, back seat, passenger side.
I sit in the front passenger seat.
Ace, fuck off. Fuck
I'm just
off.
like, hey, what's up?
Ace,
Okay,
no.
But this is another good sign for the closed quad because
Right.
you can take that seat when we all take a car together.
Oh, so the only time that I will sit front seat in an Uber
Is if other people.
if there's if there
I
are
still
two other
do
occupants.
not want to do that.
No,
Still don't
I'm
want to. But
honestly, I'm like, can I move the seat back? And they're like, well, I have it forward for you in the back. I'm like, I'm sitting up front. Like, we're gonna have a chat, you know?
They're like, no one's ever jumped in the passenger seat.
I'm like, I'm not Princess Di, you know, you're not going to drive me in the back of the car. Like if I picked up a friend and they hopped in the back, I think that'd be so weird. So we're friends.
But it's like a car service.
You're a customer.
It's a taxi.
You're being
It's a
chauffeured.
taxi.
If we're both there, we both
Would you get in the
will
front of a taxi?
No.
No, right? Never. No, don't do that.
But Uber's meant to be like your friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
the
supposed to be more personal.
The friend you pay for.
Have
to
you
drive.
checked out
Yeah.
what your Uber reviews are?
Yeah. What's your Uber rating? That would be interesting.
They're like, it's so weird. He always
2.5.
No, because I get into their life. I get like, I think I have a 5-star rating because I really talk to them, but we
Thinking
don't
you
use
have a
Uber
5-star
much.
rating is concerning.
Well, we don't use Uber.
I know. We live out in the suburbs. We
Yeah.
don't Uber.
The
He's
only
done it a
Uber
couple
around
times
here
at the
is my
airport.
dad.
Yeah,
Yeah, his dad.
mine took
is Uber.
Mine took a hit, when we were moving. So we used to be in the city, and so in Chicago.
Yeah, we took a lot of Ubers.
A lot of Ubers, and so, my numbers severely dropped off, and so we're not there.
Wait,
I'm
You
the
should try
person-
getting in the passenger seat.
Yeah,
You guys
that
want
might
to where
help.
you live?
No. What's that?
Don't you not say where you live?
Yeah, no, we used to live in Chicago.
Used
though.
to.
Okay.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
care about
I was
that.
like,
I'm
like, oh,
yeah,
God.
but we're
Okay.
moving to the Vatican now because I've been selected to be the Pope. So, we're moving.
I appreciate your concern, though. Abe.
Yeah.
I was just like, guys, we're recording. We're recording.
It's like, don't let people think we're doxing you.
I don't know if you
You
guys
guys
know
didn't even
this,
tell
but
them they slipped up.
we are recording.
I know. I hit the button. Yeah, I hit the button.
light is on.
The light's on.
All right, back to baby yoga and Christina.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
Nosy bitch.
and what are we doing for Taya's 29th birthday? Because nothing says fun like forcing someone to celebrate their birthday. Because Taya is like postpartum here, and she's kind of not really feeling in the birthday mood. And Alicia's like, no, this is happening. Like we're doing.
She needs a
birthday.
break.
I need.
It's been
to
a
do
lot
something.
signing the kids up for their activities, getting them enrolled in school. So I would really like to go on a trip.
I was just like, okay,
She's
how
like, can I
is
just
Taya
hang out? And they're like, how about a road trip? That
Yeah,
sounds
it's like,
fun.
ugh. That's like every
And stay at your
husband for Mother's
grandparents'
Day.
house.
It's like, oh, we're gonna have a fun-filled day, and it's like, bitch, take those kids and get out of here. Like that's my Mother's Day, you know?
Don't you think that you would just love to rent a hotel room and just go there alone? You all take the kids, and I'm going to go hide in this hotel room, and I'm going to close the curtains, and I'm going to order room service, and I'm going to sleep for like
Yeah.
48 hours.
I don't fuck with room
that's what
service.
Taya
Room service
wanted.
is never good. Room service is never good. Never in a million years. But I would do like a DoorDash situation. But I'm not. I'd get Taco Bell.
Are you
going
going to ride in the front seat with them though to go get the
Yes.
Taco Bell? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Taco Bell order. We need to
Yeah,
talk about
we
this.
haven't connected on the Taco Bell level yet. So I know
So-
you guys had the absolute heartbreak of the grilled. I heard that story.
Yes.
was
That
an
was a
issue.
tough one for me.
Yeah,
but
you used to like his
tough
bean
times.
burrito grilled, but
2 bean burritos and then a double decker, which now I have to get, like, I'm basically having to be in a relationship with the Taco Bell drive-thru worker because I'm like, okay, here we go. So what I want is the double stack taco, no nacho cheese, no Doritos things, add refried beans. Can you tell them to please make it like a double decker where they put the bean? Like, it's
Ace.
so insane. Yeah.
You're telling me that you are ordering like this at the drive-through?
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to do it?
Download the fucking app, dude. It's
No, because
swear.
you can't write comments on the app. So then I'm like, well, I have to tell them double decker, you know?
You can customize stuff though. Like
You can take ingredients
Yeah,
out and add
yeah.
ones, but it's not
I know, but-
customized enough.
Oh, it's not custom enough.
They might put the
Yeah.
beans in the middle. They might put the hard shell in the soft shell, and then the beans are just, it'd be a mess. So yeah, I
Such
do it
a
in the
mess.
drive-thru, and then a large starry, obviously. Yeah. What do you guys get? Because Caitlin doesn't even like Taco Bell.
I usually get a Crunchwrap or
Crunchwrap's good.
What's the other thing we get?
Oh, a Baja Chalupa, no sour cream, add avocado ranch.
Yeah, well,
There
it
you
used to be
go.
the Baja Chalupa. Now it's Supreme.
Supreme Chalupa. Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
But we
yeah.
make it like a Baja with avocado ranch.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
What do you
Crunchwrap
guys
used to be
get?
my go-to, but
Yeah,
now
that's
it's a
my
cheesy
thing.
gordita crunch,
Cheesy gordita
which I
crunch.
never get
Oh.
the name right.
No, because you always want to call it a chalupa, and I have to remind you, no, it's a cheesy gordita.
So then I
crunch.
just go the thing.
The thing.
You know, get me the thing.
the
The
one that I
cheesy
want,
thing.
and I say, oh,
Did you just get one item?
No,
you're-
so I haven't found my perfect second item yet. So,
Okay, so you
I've
mix it
been
up.
Still working
rotating
it.
through the menu.
yeah, she's still working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in our
I have the same
quad,
problem because it's like I want a little more than the Crunchwrap, but I can't find the thing.
Yeah.
in our quad, I hope that you don't plan on just like still looking around. You know, like I hope we're closed.
Yeah, not shopping around for other
Yeah.
ingredients.
She's looking for a
or
second item.
Other items.
Corey, what
Like
what do
Taya.
you get?
I've been doing the Lux Cravings box, but like the build
you're a
your own
box
one. So it's
guy.
like a crunch wrap and then a cheesy bean and rice burrito and then the nachos and cheese, and then it comes with a drink too. So I usually get the Baja Blast.
And regret
This
it.
is the second person I've
Usually.
met now who's doing boxes, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know anyone ordered the boxes.
The
Like,
reason,
it's more cost
so
efficient.
it's so cheap. Like for the crunch wrap and a taco and a drink, it's like $7. But the
okay,
box,
but you are
The other person doing the box is my dad, who's also cheap.
no. Okay, I know 3 boxes. I know 3 boxes in my world, and I'm just like, but you're like, I'm going to eat. I want exactly what I want. I don't want to have to be like, oh, it's
Hey,
from
it
these
sounds like
items.
it had good items. Honestly,
I
I'm thinking about getting
customize
the
the crunch wrap because I take out the tomatoes and I go light on sour cream.
Okay, well,
But what do we spend?
listen.
Like $14 between
Between
the two
the
of us?
two of us, maybe
Oh, that's
$14
good, 'cause
because I
we
usually
go-
get some tacos too. Usually like the hard shell tacos, even though I'm always disappointed because they're stuck to the wrapper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
that's
a
we
not
we
bad.
need
They
the
don't-
box and the app. We're
Yeah, they don't
spending like
travel well.
$34 between two of
Oh,
us.
mama, yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're already like trading
Look!
knowledge.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
this
great.
is the benefits of the closed quad.
One
real
of
time.
Share the
one of the
box.
benefits, yes. The Taco Bell ordering.
Me and Corey can split the
instructor.
crunch wrap because I don't like really tomatoes in mine either. So this is gonna work.
Destined for
And then
success.
Me
Yeah.
and Carly can find a good second item to split.
Yeah,
we'll keep
Want a little
searching.
Something more.
Search together.
I've literally had basically the same order since I was 5. Like it's I don't ever need change in my life.
I
love to
shifted.
just get what I get.
I used to be chicken quesadilla and like the chicken quesadilla combo and then like a burrito on the side. And then
You're
it was
literally so fucking white. Like I got the quesadilla. I got the quesadilla. And the
Dude,
crunchy
why would you get a
taco.
quesadilla?
the quesadilla combo meal.
I don't care. A quesadilla.
So it was a quesadilla, a taco, and a drink. And then I would get a burrito and maybe some
He was always about
nacho.
the combo deals. He's
Here's some
always looking
chips
for a
and
deal.
Here's some chips and cheese. Yeah, I think I break stuff down where it's like, oh man, like cost. I'll buy the box. Same thing when you're doing your cheesy gordita crunch. I'm like, well, how much stuff do you want? Because like I might just order the box. If you want a drink, I'm gonna get a box and then I'm
It
just
takes
gonna
a
add
full
other
like
items.
35 minutes to order just to have this conversation.
Well, I have to do the math. Yeah. Okay. What's the most effective way to order this in cost effective ways? So yeah, it's gotta happen.
So that's a downside.
I don't.
In our quad, Corey will do the orders for Taco
No,
Bell.
he's not
kind of
ordering
like-
mine. He's
kind of
not
the
touching my
Alicia.
fucking order. He's not
Ace
touching
doesn't
my
want
I'll
it.
do all the
order.
work, and he's like, I'll do the to-go orders.
Corey and I can both drive there, and I'll hang out the window and do the drive-through. Like I'm not dealing with I'm not getting a box and shit. that I don't
Online
want.
order for Corey, and then
Yeah.
you will
Yeah.
you will give your
We're
order.
picking up for
Yes.
Corey, and then Ace also has an order to
Yes.
make
When you
here
Uber there in the
at
front
the window.
seat.
Yes, when I Uber in the front seat.
You just lean over the driver.
Yeah, I'll drive. You'll be in the front seat next to me.
We do that all the time where Caitlin will tell me what she wants, and I know the person can hear her, but I feel the need to be like, she'll be like, a Crunchwrap Supreme, no tomatoes. Crunchwrap Supreme, no tomatoes. I'm like, why am I fucking even talking? Like, I'm so stupid.
That's usually
Oh,
Panera.
wow.
I think when we're ordering Panera.
Because you get nervous.
Well, Starbucks. I don't know coffee at all. So, like, anytime anybody's throwing a coffee order at me, I'm like, none
Corey,
of
do you
that.
not drink coffee?
No, sir.
Me either. I've never had coffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not coffee. Not coffee fan.
Okay, we're realizing more and more that this is gonna work.
Yep.
And we're gonna
energy
do
drinks.
No.
No, not usually. Like I would do them
No.
on set every once in a while, like a Red Bull or something. But
No, I can't do an energy drink.
Yeah.
I don't drink any caffeine. I just drink my Sprites and Starries.
my sodies,
Yeah.
sodies here and there, and then that's about it.
A good sody.
Just a soda.
Wow, we've gotten so off task.
I know.
Where
There are
are we?
people who are like, I had to fast forward through the 45-minute long Taco Bell conversation.
It's important. We're learning about the quad, and you need to learn about the quad too.
I feel like that's usually people's favorite part. People are like, no, I like the off topic. Stop saying you're going to keep it on topic. We don't like that. Okay, good.
We're all ADHD.
Because we can never keep on topic.
No. Oh, okay.
So we go to
I'm sorry.
Portland. This is so
Oh,
weird,
no.
the packing. Is this normal
Yes.
to pack toddler mattresses?
Okay. So no, but we have a thing. It's because if you put a baby inside of a
The
pack and play, you're like, oh, why don't you just sleep on the fucking concrete in the garage? Like, it's not comfortable.
It's hard,
So
yeah.
and Caitlin's always like, I don't think they need that. But I'm like, they do. So we have a travel one, but it folds up into like a smaller carrying
Like a
case.
carry-
Okay,
bag.
you guys are in charge of collapsing the pack and
Okay.
play because
Oh,
Okay.
we
Well, we have, like,
assembled
90
one once.
Yeah, we built one, and then we were like,
You built
never,
it.
We are never
never doing
moving
that again.
this, disassembling it, collapsing it, nothing.
This is
No,
where
you
it
got to
stays.
get a nice one. The newer nice ones are easy to
The
put
newer
up and
nice
down.
ones, you don't even have to have like things down or
You don't
up.
pop it.
No.
It's not like
Oh,
that.
It's just
anymore.
like you pull it, it's like bada bing,
Yeah.
bada boom, there it is.
The
Yeah.
instructions aren't clip, snap.
No.
No.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
though. We
the
used to have
instructions were
one.
so vague. I forgot about that. Yeah,
I
that was
one
like,
time called an Airbnb host because I was like, you told me this place had a pack and play and it doesn't even work. And I'm like so nasty in
He's
this
like, I can't get it.
message.
He's banging it.
And then they're like, send a video. And so I send this video and I'm literally just like banging the thing around being like, this is what it does. And then I Googled and I was like, oh my God, I forgot to do the first step. I'm so sorry. Okay, I got it to work. Thanks a lot for nothing.
I'm still sure it's broken though.
Yeah. My kid's probably going to collapse in here, but thankfully they have a nice mattress that we put down.
Some of them are a pain in the ass. But the whole packing thing was so weird with Sean being like, so what are you putting in the back? Are you putting the protein drinks in the back? How many snacks are we bringing? I'm like, how about you get in there and move something?
Well,
like,
okay, Caitlin
he was
hates
so
a plan.
bossy.
Caitlin does not like a plan. Like she hates when someone tries to like manage or micromanage, even though she does that to me quite a bit. But she doesn't like that at all. So like him being like, well, where's this going to go in the car? Caitlin's like, just put it in the fucking car,
Right?
Which is
put
what
something
we
in
do.
your arms and move. Like,
Yeah, that's how we
Just
do
put
it.
it there and then I will move it to the place that I want it.
Yeah. I'm like, why do you need to know how many protein drinks she's going to bring? Just like fucking put it in the car.
there's
Sean
30
is
of them
so
in there.
annoying.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Probably.
I hate Sean so much.
Sean thinks he's so much more important than he is. I'm like, they could
Yes.
drop you so quick. They don't even need you in this
Sean,
squad.
honestly, I think he has a job at Cricket. Like he works at Cricket Wireless. That's where he's working. It's like who even comes in anymore?
Well, what we did find out too, how he met Taya. He was like basically like
Manager.
security at like basketball games and stuff like that. Which
Oh.
that tracks because that means he thought he was like important, you know, but he
Uh-huh.
wasn't.
Oh, he is also
'Cause he was
a
wearing a
teacher's
security-
aide, but got the boot for starting a relationship or something with a child.
13-year-old?
Something.
That
Now,
was on Reddit.
allegedly, we
Reddit.
don't know.
Yeah.
That was on Reddit.
Oh my gosh.
But Taya was 18 when they met, and he's
Yeah.
he's like 18 years older than her. or something,
yeah,
so.
that still rubs
Yeah.
me the wrong way. There's something weird
Is
about
she?
that. Now
Because
knowing
I
he was
can't-
a security guard, I feel like that adds another layer. That's
Yeah.
starting
Yeah.
to make sense.
Family
Right.
annihilator. It's adding up, stacking up.
It is.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
too close.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Everybody
I
better
don't like
run.
it. I don't like it.
Also, wasn't this a 2-hour drive? Why do they need so many snacks? They need 30 protein drinks?
They don't sell
Yeah.
Premier Protein in Portland.
Right?
Is
They're like,
that-
they don't have the snacks that we need there either. So I'm going to bring extra. I'm
I'm
like,
like, well, you live in the
They have a
boonies, so I
grocery
think
store.
Portland's gonna have what you need.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to the store.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if like Taya's mom is like, do not touch one fucking piece of food in this house or what, or like maybe
She's
it was
got the Robin Brown sign on the refrigerator.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, were you so surprised when we kept hearing that Taya's grandparents were taking care of them, and then we see her grandpa, and I was just like, that man can't take care of himself. He can't take care of himself. He is so old. I'm like, Jim, you can't even hear these kids screaming. I was very worried about that.
He's an elderly fellow.
Yeah, they get a
They're
lot
like-
of. There's 5 kids and Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for them to take care of for the weekend. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, how did
Yeah.
Sean
That's a lot.
even get here? He was crammed in the back seat of the van for 2 hours. I'm
I
surprised.
did like Sean in the back. I was just like, get where you belong.
Yep. Little bitch. You're on that little seat that like barely fits your ass. Oh.
He was shoved very far over
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the door is holding him in.
Like, get back with
Like
the
when
kids.
Tammy used to get in the van.
Yes.
The mattress in the back.
Yeah.
Right
That's
on the
why they
floor.
brought all the toddler mattresses. It was something for Sean to sit on. That makes
I
sense.
He needed
Yes.
it for his back.
I agree.
You know
Mm.
he's always complaining about a bad back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why he had to have that specific seat. He can't sit in the middle.
No.
Maybe.
He also can't drive because he's got a stiff neck. Like he always, and I guarantee you the amount of times that
It's you.
everyone,
He always has an ailment.
Caitlin,
Gout.
how dare you? How dare you? We just recently learned that gout isn't. I thought gout was like an open wound or something that was like infected, but it's not. I imagine that people have heard nonstop about Sean's what's it called when
Carpal tunnel.
carpal tunnel syndrome?
Yeah. I
He's a
was
warrior.
picturing like a wrist brace.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
like yeah.
He can't pick up all the Premier Protein.
It's too heavy.
He's concerned about it.
It's too dense. You can't do it.
That's why he's just the one who figures out where they belong. I can't
Yeah.
lift them, but I'm going to tell you where to put them.
I thought he was soft launching a move back to Portland because when he got there, he was talking to Taya about, man, don't you remember when we lived here? Like, it feels like we haven't been here in a long time. And then we had to move 2 hours away to the boonies to go live with Tyler. And Alicia.
And Alicia.
Ugh.
Ugh. Gross.
So much better in the city.
We should move back. Honestly, he should move back.
He should move back.
Just Sean,
But-
though. Yeah, just Sean.
Honestly, though, I'm like, Sean, you're probably best in the boonies because I don't think you're allowed within 1,000 feet of a school. You know,
Maybe
like
not.
I don't think you're
Allegedly
supposed
not.
to. No,
They need
So,
things more spread out,
Yeah,
more
Mhm.
land.
Yeah, would be good for you.
Their house it seems like it's a scary movie-ish. When you see the full outside of it.
All the
In the
shoes
boonies.
lined up in
Yeah,
front of
and
the
just
front door.
house. Yeah.
That-
I'm like, this seems scary out here. I don't
Okay.
want to be trapped on your land at night.
No,
Isn't it also a thing in the Pacific Northwest that like mold, especially like in Oregon, like it's everywhere?
Oh, boy.
I'm sure because it's so wet.
Yeah, it's
all
just
wet.
always
Yeah,
raining.
probably.
Yeah.
And then they just have
Not
all the
in
shoes on the
Arizona.
porch.
Yeah.
See, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. A dry
Moldy shit.
heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys gonna move here because it's dry? It is
I
dry.
like that.
We don't have mold.
No
No
mold.
I'm
No
here for
mold.
that.
Oh
Not
my
scorpions,
God.
though.
Oh, yeah. Carly would go
People are more worried
absolutely.
about scorpions than it really is.
Oh.
It's not an
It's
issue.
not
You're
necessary to
fine.
be
Carly
worried
was
about
worried about scorpions when we were on the 30th floor in a hotel in Las Vegas. So
Oh.
she was checking shoes.
It was like the middle of the night, and I was like, I don't know. I got to check under the sheets. They hide under the pillows. That's what I've heard.
It's not as big of a problem.
No.
She was shaking
See,
shoes out, clapping shoes together. I was like, we didn't go anywhere. It's not. Yeah,
We've
like,
got a medic in the house, though, so I don't have to worry.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
I can intubate her. No problem.
We'll get the poison control.
Okay, the baby licking the candle.
Mm.
Yes.
That was a lot. It was a lot for me.
It's not I don't think it's unusual.
He tried to lick it twice.
Multiple. I would say it was more than twice. Intent to lick was more than twice.
Sometimes
I feel
you
like-
get a good scratch and sniff, and you're like, "What does that
What
taste
if-
like?"
yeah,
You know,
what
like
if?
watermelon.
Yeah,
You know?
I didn't feel
Maybe
it
we
didn't
need to
even
know the
faze-
scent.
It didn't even phase me that he licked that candle because I feel like we live with that all the time.
Yeah. Oh, our son loves to lick
Like
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, stop. And
so
I'm
gross.
such like a germaphobe, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not out of the ordinary, I don't think. Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely happened, though.
I'd been like, ooh.
Well, yeah.
I
I
don't
thought
know if
her
I'm gonna
gifts were
like
kind of
this.
weird to get from a quad, like
Yeah.
a candle and a sweatshirt. I was like,
From Target.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like what I
Yeah,
got
it
my
was just-
mother-in-law, you know?
It just seemed unthoughtful, and they had 3 people going in on it.
And I was like, okay, first of all, you all have sex together, so like get some fun stuff, like get her a butt plug.
Maybe they were opening.
Maybe there was another basket.
Another
Well,
bag.
no, because then they pulled the butt plug out, and all of a sudden that baby again is like trying to
let
lick
me try it out.
Like,
What do you think is going on in those bedrooms? Because clearly, like Taya is the one who likes to get a little freaky. Do we agree on that?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
She's like
it's
burning
anal.
people with candle wax. Like, I'm convinced there's a lot going on in there.
Probably more than we
Something,
would
and
know.
Alicia's boring.
Here's my other
Yeah.
thing, though, because Taya is a handsome woman. She's very tall. And I'm like, maybe she like dominates them, And
I could
Tyler's
see it.
already like a little bitch. So like that's easy. He's a big little bitch.
He's a 6'5" little bitch.
You can run him right over, but I feel like maybe she pegs them or something. I don't know.
She's holding
It
everyone
seems-
down.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
feel like when
literally.
Alicia and Sean are together, they just go to bed.
I think so too.
I don't think anything's happening. It's
Okay.
like they're off.
They
night.
put each other's Ben Gay
Yeah.
on or something.
It's
and then-
everyone's off night when they're with Sean.
But
Yeah.
sometimes that turns into something else every once in a
You
while.
think a little
though.
biofreeze and then
Yeah.
they go for it.
It's the sensory experience,
back.
and then it reignites. Yeah, it's just muscle memory that happens, sort of.
Oh, God.
But rules are rules. We're not swapping around just because we're out of town.
No.
The bedroom assignments stand.
I kind of feel like the only reason that Sean sleeps with Alicia is because Tyler is sleeping with Taya. Like
Yes.
it's just trying to get back
Just
at
jealousy.
them.
And
Yeah.
Alicia's
We're going
trying
to make
to
you
keep up.
so jealous.
They're like
Oh.
trying
Yeah.
to be all loud.
Yeah.
Next door.
It's like forgetting Sarah
Okay.
Marshall, when they're sharing the wall, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. But Alicia's, you were saying that Taya's definitely like the freak of the group,
Mhm.
and then I think Alicia's just right there too, where she's trying to match the freak, and so she's like going above and beyond, but probably like out of her own comfort zone too. A lot of the times to like overcompensate.
Okay, I've just had a visual from that because I'm imagining, she's trying hard to like match the freak, but she's got zero freak in her. So she's like doing sexy talk, and she's like, "Hey, mister, do you want to kidnap me?" And it's like, what the fuck? No, like that's weird. She's like, "Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me
She's
try
with
again."
Sean. She's like, "You want to talk to me like that student?" I mean, sorry, was that too far?
Yeah, like she's doing all sorts of weird shit, and it's like, Alicia, girl, just stay in your lane, just lay there, be a pillow princess. Like, good God, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. Like, what if you're like the hot subway
She's
worker?
like, "Oh,
And
you're
I'm
a
like,
bad boy. You left your whole family."
When it gets too real,
Forgot
yeah.
about your kid.
No.
He's like, "This isn't what I wanted."
oh, wow.
Did not sign up for that. Yeah, no. Did not plan
I feel like
on that.
Taya's busy building the sex dungeon. Like that's what she's doing at work. She's got like Chat GPT open, and she's figuring out what they're going to put in the room. Not Alicia. She'll never
no.
enter the room.
Not so much.
No.
No.
They should be working on their bedrooms. I mean, they're
They need a
For-
new house.
Yeah.
for it to be like, I feel like when you're thinking like a quad, it's like you want it to be more sexy than their bedrooms that are like hand-me-down furniture and like
The
You know?
ivy curtains. What is going
Yeah.
on with that?
Okay,
That's
maybe
tough.
now
Yeah.
finding out everyone's heights, I think that explains why all of their bedrooms feel so small. Because
Yes.
these are like
because they're giant,
larger than average people,
yeah.
and not. We're gonna be accused of being sizist again because I said larger than average. I mean like taller.
We're talking
okay,
tall.
I'm talking tall. I'm talking height. I'm talking
6'5" is large.
head to toe. All right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about here.
God forbid you make 1,000-pound sister wives joke.
One time. One time. That was one time.
Oh, it sounds like you guys get in more trouble than we.
Yeah, it does. It's because they're nicer than us to start with.
Let's say, how is that possible? Don't we always get like we're like the prudes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the prudes listen to you, and then they're like, "What the fuck? Like, why'd they say something awful?"
The prudes turn us on and they're like, turn it off right away.
Right away. Right away.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
That's why they're not in the quad. This is
That's
closed
right.
quad.
That's
Well,
right.
while we're on the subject of large people, the
Yes.
yacht tub,
Oh.
was it intended to look like it was sinking? Did
Was
you
it
notice?
Yeah, it was pretty low.
It was very low in the water.
This is a conundrum because technically, if you fill a boat with water, is it sinking?
Well,
is that how they get the water in it? Is this clean water?
All I can imagine how gross that was. Like, how many gross people have been in that yacht tub, that yacht koozie? You know, how many people have had sex in there?
I hope it doesn't have jets.
You know,
at least 4.
Clorox in there.
Okay,
at least 4.
Just like warm water.
I wasn't paying attention to the yacht koozie because I was trying to figure out what the hell. Why are Sean's nipples so chafed?
Yes. He's been breastfeeding baby Q.
Is he trying to latch?
I was just like, dude, like what? I don't know if that was something Taya did to him, like maybe, or Alicia was like, I'm going to be your hot waxer. And he's like, no, like don't. She's like, I want to wax your chest. I don't know, but it seemed very uncomfortable.
It was so red. And then did you see that tattoo above his boob that just said absolutely? I'm like, what's that for? Why?
Why
did you get absolutely right there?
Maybe it used to be a child's name.
That was his Abe. He covered those up.
Yeah, he covered up Abe or Abby with absolutely.
Poor Abby.
Was it? Yeah, it was too like strange of a location for it to be sunburn, but it was.
No, that was Friction.
It was
Friction did that.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way you just ran a marathon.
I know. I was like, was someone motorboating him?
Okay, I have a question for you guys because. And there was a moment where I feel like they leaked a little bit of information that we're not supposed to have. But they said that, you know, they used to do the naked hot tub nights.
Yeah.
And they said, we've all seen each other naked.
Right.
So that means that they've had like foursomes in the same room, I believe. I do not think that they've always kept it separate. I think that those boys have, you know, grabbed one here and there to help a brother out in the beginning, maybe. I don't know. But I just like, you guys all, it's not as closed off as we're thinking.
I think maybe it started really crazy like that. And then there was jealousy and feelings. And they had to figure out, okay, how do we fix this now? And so the remedy of that was to make it so that they're completely separate.
And so now they don't. Yeah, they can't do that now.
But they miss the good old days.
Some of them do. Some of them. Mostly.
Alicia used to look over and she would see Taya like just like, oh my God. And then she'd be like with Sean and she's like, I don't even, are you in? Like, I'm not going to motorboat your tits again. Okay. Like, come on, hurry up.
I was just like, let's do the naked hot tub night on next week's episode.
Please.
Just for fun. Not
That's
that
what I thought this
like,
was going to be.
I thought it was going to be.
I thought this was going to get a little bit crazier than what we saw. We had a hot tub scene on Seeking Sister Wife that got more intense than this.
That was in their backyard, though. That was in the privacy of their home. So
they cut this off so quick.
The Davis hot tub scene was one I'll never forget.
Never.
Yeah. That's hard.
That's in the spank bank for sure.
The thing that bothered me about the yacht tub is Alicia brought her fucking water bottle to it. So if you're talking about this gross water, the germs, everything else, how many people have been in here, how many gangbangs are going on, who knows? But she's got her gallon jug covered in stickers that she is dragging all over Portland. And now it's in the hot tub too.
She took it to the grocery store.
She put it right in the cart, right in the poopy spot, right on the top. Then it was on their nightstand.
It's her flat Stanley.
It is out of control. So keep an eye out for that for the rest of the season, though. Just keep an eye out.
All the places she totes it.
She is lugging the jug.
She's hydrated.
I do have to tell you guys, though, and Katelyn will deny this right now, so whatever, don't even believe what she says, but we do pee in the pool. So I don't know if that's going to be okay.
I'm not denying it.
Okay, wow, she's going to own it.
Okay, what about like a body of water this small?
I don't think I would have peed in the yacht tub.
Not in the yacht tub.
If jets were going, I would have, because I can't. I just like I don't know. I'm in the hot water. It's like, oh, I got to piss, you know. And hopefully the jets would. But I'm always scared I'm going to pee in a pool and they're going to have something in it like turns it like bright purple or something.
Oh, you're still traumatized from childhood.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That rumor.
Okay. I can't be the last person in the pool because I'm still traumatized from Are You Afraid of the Dark? Do you remember that episode where
yeah,
I talk about this all the time. Like, it scares. Yes. It was like a monster. Like you couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just grab you as you're going up the ladder.
Well, I don't think there was a ladder in the yacht tub.
No,
I'm
not the
pretty
yacht
sure.
tub. You just throw yourself over the side of that thing.
Yeah, I think you could just spill into the drink if you need to.
I was just so disappointed in the yacht koozie scene.
Yeah.
I felt like we got nothing from it.
I was so excited
other
because
than
I thought
Sean's
this was
red
going to be
chest.
so good, and then it wasn't.
Taya definitely got nothing from it. She got
she was trying to get kisses from everybody.
not
and
what she was
Alicia
looking
like,
for. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like TLC needs to have an offshoot channel where we watch the same episode, but it has the X-rated scenes in it, you know? Because sometimes, like, I think they're like, oh, we're family television. And it's like, really? Like, Seeking Sister Wife, that's for the family? I don't know about that. Like, can we just, you know?
We need like Big Brother After Dark.
A little more.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Get us the nasties. That's
Well,
what
this
I
is
would
the
like.
same production company, right, that's working on Sister Wives
Yep.
now? I can't
really?
remember
Figure
the name
Eight
of it.
Films.
Figure Eight Films, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not used to showing us the good stuff.
They're not used to anyone kissing. This is weird.
And also, I'll say this because you know that like these cameramen, we always say like the entire team is like they're splitting a Little Caesars, they're getting their Mountain Dew and stuff. Like all of these men in here are like at least semi-erect while they're filming this, and it's like, oh god, can you? They're like, you know, they've probably like barely ever had sex before. They're like 18-year-old zit-faced boys, and they're like, oh god, those girls are kissing.
This is so cool. There's a polyfam in the hot tub.
Oh god. Yeah.
Gross.
When you're young, you'll take what you can get.
Do you think that adding another woman, which is what Tay is talking about, is going to somehow make this even more dysfunctional than it already is?
Yeah, I love it. I'd love to see it.
Challenge
Here's the
accepted.
thing, though.
Yeah.
I bet you anything, Taya's going to go for somebody who's like full lesbian, so that way she doesn't have to worry about Tyler liking her. She's just, and
She doesn't want to share.
Yeah, when she's like, you know, this is a certain need that can't be met. I'm like, bitch, how many needs do you have? Like at a certain point, you need to compromise. Okay,
Right?
like, listen, we can't all have all of our needs met. Learn to like sacrifice here and there. God, I'm like, you already have two men. You were married to one that's disgusting. Now you're cheating with this one. Like, I just don't know how many more needs can we meet.
I know. I'm like, and you're busy. You've got a newborn. Like,
You have baby
you really
yoga.
want to have another relationship. I just don't know how they keep up with like everyone's relationship.
You have family dodgeball.
You have
They
to
don't.
worry about Sean getting mad about things and then not telling you and stomping around like a
Oh,
baby.
God.
You got baby
To
yoga.
make sure you have to make sure Raina doesn't leave
Yeah,
her room.
baby barbecue. Like it's so much.
You gotta
And
make sure the
Alicia's busy.
Fiesta has new tires on it to get down the driveway.
Alicia learned the golden rule, though, because she was talking about that on the way to baby yoga, which was, oh, instead of bringing something up to Sean, I'll just go ahead and minimize my feelings. So then that way we don't have to address anything, because that's always the recipe for success in a plural relationship. So it seems like, yeah, maybe that's the ticket here. Is that what we're going to be going for? I don't know if
Everyone's kind of scared of Sean.
Yeah.
Maybe because he's gonna kill them all.
Because he's
They've
going to
got the same
lumberjack
vibe.
them.
It's,
Yeah.
it's looming.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just,
The other
it's
half of
scary.
this episode was them, like Tyler having various conversations where people were trying to convince him that he should sit down with Sean. And he was like, I don't know if that's going to go over very well. I think we should probably handle it the way we normally do, which is we just don't talk about it ever again.
Sweep it under the rug again. You know?
he was worried
After
too.
2 weeks, he'll start talking to us again. It's fine.
Kids are resilient like that. Yeah. After a couple weeks, they come around, they start talking again. But like the way that he was addressing it too, or the things that Sean was bringing up too, is like, oh yeah, we've fought on family vacations before, where everybody just packs the wives packed the kids up and left us there because we got into like a knockdown drag out and we scared everybody off, basically. So there have been multiple arguments that have happened in this sort of vacation mode with them too. So I think
relaxing.
that was why, that might have been another reason why they were like, maybe not right now.
I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, you're not special. That's my family's summer vacation every year. Somebody gets mad,
Someone
storms off.
storms
Like, that is family vacation. I don't know what you guys are expecting. Like, sorry. That's what it is.
Well, I also felt like it was telling because he was like, Alicia and Tyler packed up and took the kids, basically like, these are our kids, not yours anymore when we're mad at you. Like, Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out.
I don't need
it's
to
not
claim
gonna work out.
Raina and Dylan. Just or the only one that is the Barrett one.
I honestly think that one's Sean's.
That's what I think too.
Alicia and Sean have one of those toddlers.
Yeah.
And then the other one is definitely Tyler's. It looks identical to him.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what we were thinking.
Sean's got one kid in the mix.
And nobody ever feels the need to brush that one's hair.
No.
It's always a wreck.
Yeah.
No. No, maybe that's what...
Who's responsible for that?
Maybe that's what Taya's girlfriend could be responsible for. Just brushing hair.
She's going to have to pick up some responsibilities around the household.
Well, I mean that brings me back
Alicia
to
can get something off her plate.
That brings me back to Seeking Sister Wife when Danielle was in charge of brushing Vera's teeth.
Yep.
She was like, oh God, I got to brush her teeth tonight. It's a very big deal. Like you give
no one else can do it.
Nope.
Only me.
Only I can do it. I got to get back so I can brush her teeth. Oh God. Yeah.
She can't stay the night at the Airbnb. Yeah, she's got to brush
I'm
her
sad
teeth.
that she is no longer with them so that if they come back, we're not going to get her. She was the best part of that.
I'm sure they'll
family.
find somebody.
That has to be coming back soon, right? Because I mean,
how did people saw them filming so long ago, like the Merrifields?
Yeah, and their
I
story.
hope they get their own show.
Man,
I would watch just for them.
I
really
hate them
Yeah.
so much, but I also love them so much.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to do an entire show of just them though, but I feel like they do great breaking up an ensemble.
Let me
cast.
pitch you something. How about Garrick moves to Brazil for I don't know, as long as he can stay on a visa, 3 months. I'm going to guess 90 days.
Okay.
And he just does the rounds on the dating apps wherever he is in Brazil.
And Danielle just calls and cries the whole time.
Yes. I would watch it.
That would be good.
How many episodes were you envisioning for that you just suggested?
Maybe like 8.
8 to 10?
8 is max. Yeah, so like I don't
Here's the
think it'd be
thing.
able to run on its own.
I want to change your show up a little bit. I do.
Can Danielle's dad Scott go with him?
Please, Scott, that creep.
To like listen in.
The only thing I want to change is I do want them to be in their workout gym again and Garrett get another calling from God. And it's that Danielle and the family have to go, but he wants them to stay celibate from each other. So he doesn't have sex with her at all in Brazil, but she's next door to him having sex with all these different women.
It would be more fun if she was closer.
She needs to be there.
Yeah.
She needs to be
She
crying.
has to witness something. Maybe he's there for a few weeks on his own. And then she comes.
I think the wind will
He's
blow into the
established.
garage. We'll make that very clear that's that's what
So
the
full
message
of
is.
shit.
That's what it is.
He's so crazy. And she's so, I'm like, you girl, run. I don't know how she doesn't see it.
No.
She's like pathetic almost.
I think
Sad.
she does.
I think she loves it.
She just doesn't want to admit that.
I think she
Yeah.
I think she kind of likes it.
do?
Like breaking it up. So like
Yeah.
She gets a lot of
he
satisfaction
solidifies
from that
it
part.
and then she blows it up and then that's the cycle that they're in right now. And that's how they both are getting all of their needs met.
She's kind of like a cuckold.
Yeah.
She's like, I like to watch you do this, but then I want to shit on it.
Yeah. And I want to say that this is terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a good show. I like that.
Yeah, I do. I miss them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need that. And welcome to Plathville to come back.
Oh, Plathville. Yeah, should be soon.
So they sit down and do have a conversation. Sean's like, I don't know why Tyler would ask me to go out to eat.
That was pretty wild.
We only haven't been talking for 2 weeks.
No idea why he might want to have a one-on-one conversation with you.
Can't
I
think of
also
it.
don't understand, like, didn't we come from the same place?
I know.
Ooh.
No, I was thinking
Maybe
Tyler
they
was
took
at work,
separate
maybe.
cars. Like Robin
Well,
and
Tyler
Cody.
can't fit in the Fiesta.
One took
True,
the Sprinter
okay.
van.
Yeah.
That's all
Sean
it
took
was.
an Uber and he sat in the front seat.
I also thought, I'm like, we went on a whole vacation and everything, and then we still haven't talked about this. Like, we're living in this awkward tension for this long.
That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
weird.
We could have squashed this a while back.
So long.
I can't do that. Is
Well,
that
and-
something that's
no.
going to work in this quad? We're not doing that, right? We're going to hash out problems in the moment.
No, we never.
I have to hash it out right then
Yeah.
and there, and I have to hash it out for at least like 3 days of me still coming back to it, being like, "Well, hang on a
Yeah,
second."
we have like friends who'll be like, yeah, we haven't talked in like 2 weeks. We just kind of avoid each other. I'm like, what? How? Like, we go like an hour and we're like, fine, let's just squash this. We can talk about something.
Yeah, I'll try to give Caitlin like the silent treatment, and it's like 3 minutes in, I'm like, all right, if you're gonna twist my arm, I guess I'll talk to you. What do you want to say?
Yeah, we can't do it. We can't
same.
do that game.
Can't do that either.
No.
Do you guys fight a lot?
A
No.
lot? No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
No.
I don't think we
Which is weird because we work together, we live together.
Same.
Yeah. See,
What would you say is like your most recurring fight that you have? Like the one that always comes up? Is it the placing your Taco Bell order?
No, it's
He's got that down.
no. You know what's great is it's whenever there's banking or accounting involved, we will say the exact same thing in two completely different ways, and we both we mean the same thing. The end result is the same.
Like we're literally agreeing, but the way that we're communicating it is different.
But how we're getting there, like my mental path on how to get there, and then Carly's mental path on how to get there, complete opposite train stations, tracks, continents. And
we get so frustrated like 2 minutes in.
Yeah. So it's usually that just general misunderstanding where it's like, why are we getting so annoyed with each other when we're agreeing on this? Like, what is happening?
We don't have those conversations because we don't understand
we just
it.
don't talk
We can't
about
get to a final point. So we're like, oh, fuck. Well,
again, benefits of the
fingers
quad.
crossed.
Yes. This is good. This is good. No, what do you guys argue about? Like, what's the common one?
Lately, it's been that I am not doing the things that are asked of me. But last night she asked me if I would bring the laundry upstairs when I came up, and I was like, yeah. But when I got to the stairs, I forgot, and I literally kicked the laundry out of the way, and I was like, get the fuck out of my way.
I said it on the first stair, so that you have to step over it.
And then I was like, oh my god, wait, I'm supposed to grab this.
But usually that doesn't register with you.
No.
You just step over it.
I need blinding lights.
Not very good listener.
Well, that could be Corey's job because I sent him downstairs to get the laundry because I'm like, I've already been up and down
our
15 times and not going again.
Our laundry's in the basement and you have to go through the garage to get into the basement. So it's kind of a trek.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that.
There's a laundry chute.
We're not going to live here for that much longer, right? So
yeah,
let us know what your laundry setup is.
Yeah, what's your laundry
It's on the first floor.
Perfect.
It's on the first floor. I wish it was the second. We wanted to do a chute and a pulley system.
We have a chute.
We have a chute. We'll bring it.
Oh, thank you. We can install it. Perfect. That's going to be great.
That's really good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That's Ace's wants in a house that he wants. He wants
two
two staircases that lead to different places. Not
that's
a double
fun.
Grand staircase.
Yeah.
He wants the full
very
house.
John Benet Ramsey.
Yes, very. That's honestly
and a laundry chute. Those
are
like his. Those are his top things.
Yeah.
I've always wanted.
I never want to live in a one-story house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he doesn't like the primary bedroom on the first floor because it's.
Well, I don't want to be killed. Put me on the second floor. Put the kids on the first floor. Just kidding.
I was going to say you could put us on the first floor because we don't want to be near the kids.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Yes,
that works out. See, this works out.
When we were looking at houses, they were trying to tell us we were looking at building a house at one point because we got so desperate. And they were like, well, usually people don't want to have the primary bedroom on the bottom floor because the kids are upstairs and, they don't want to be away from them like that.
We were like, you mean the 3 offices that are going to be upstairs?
We're good with that. We're doing a TV room, a podcast room,
hobby room, office,
the Americana craft
room,
near room.
Oh my god.
I'd love to have an Americana craft room just for fun. Just to do no crafting in.
Just all patriotic fabrics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mary would love it.
Okay, so it's going to work. Glad you guys will be on the bottom floor.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
You guys can be killed first.
And hopefully your screams wake us up.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't scream because I'm an alpha male, so good luck.
I'm going to get down there and I'm going to look at that killer and I'm going to say, excusez-moi, what are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, get the fuck out. I'm not even joking with you.
It's a closed squad. Yeah, we're not accepting applicants. Get out.
Okay, so we're getting a Brink security system.
Yeah, ADT all the way.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by ADT.
Simply Safe.
Married at First Sight. They did that this season.
Have you guys watched Married at First Sight?
It's brutal.
No, it's way too busy for us.
We used to like to watch it, but it's 50 episodes.
It's forever long, and it's 2 hours every episode. They started
need to shorten it up.
Yes. They can't justify it.
No.
Yeah.
They
I
started
watched
doing
last season's tell-all, and it was like 5 parts, and I was like, I am so over this. Like, when does this end? And why are we out on the stage and then we're in some back room on some Wayfair couches? Like, can we just stay out front? Just stay up front. Let's talk about what we got to talk about. We don't need to go back and forth.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah.
We can't keep up. We've got too many other shows to watch.
They started doing like
like
on-screen reads of ads where they just inject it into the conversation.
It's product placement.
Placement.
Beautiful.
Just on the nose. Oh, just it's so terrible.
They're in the middle of having like a fight where they're talking in bed, and then they're like, you know what though? I slept really soundly last night because of the ADT security system.
And it has such a great, and the app is so easy to use. And they're like swiping through the screens and stuff. It's like, oh my God, get me out of here.
I love that.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
Maybe I'd watch for that.
Yeah.
So
I do think they need to bring a green room, though, for the Sister Wives one-on-ones. I want to see everyone reacting in real time to the things that are being said on stage with.
If you're not going to put them all on the couch together,
give me another couch.
Send them backstage where they are together.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine
or
with
even
that
if they're
too.
in their separate rooms with like they just react to each person. I would I'm happy with that.
I just can't believe, like, are we ever going to get them back on the couch together? That would be so much fun to have them being like, no, you didn't say that, and having other people back it up.
I think it would be a ratings bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it would revive the show.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
If they're ever worried they're going to get canceled, they could do that, and it would
even go to that awful Vegas hotel room again and do them there. You know, like, I don't even care. It doesn't need to be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. So
it's going to be nothing.
Was that the end of Polyfamily?
Yeah, I think it was. The conversation doesn't go well.
It didn't go great. Yeah, I think it was just Sean being extra weird. They were arguing still about parenting, about discipline, about grounding.
About
and
Raina
Sean
being
said
stuck in the basement.
Sean said that maybe if he had parented Tyler, this wouldn't have happened. I liked that.
So that just makes me think that when Sean's talking about parenting, he's just talking about control. He just wants to control things. So that's alarming. But
it's weird too that we're only ever talking about parenting Raina.
Yeah.
Like no one else gets parented. Like we just she's the only one old enough to be grounded.
Maybe she's crazy, you know.
Maybe.
I don't know. She just wants a thitho. That's all she wants. She just wants a thitho.
It's not 1,000 brothers.
I'll have 1,000 brothers as long as I can one thitho. That's all
I forgot she is the only child who's a daughter. So maybe there's something going on there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Get creepy Sean away from her.
Don't like it. Yeah, creepy Sean.
Oh my God, we're all going to hell.
As a closed
but
quad.
At least as a quad. Yes.
As a quad.
Yes. Thank God.
Well, that's it. It looks like next week they go to an attorney to talk about third parent adoption, which I've never heard of.
Or third party? What did they say?
I Googled it because I thought they said third party.
I thought that was what that
But
said.
apparently third parent adoption is a thing in Oregon.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, also people said that this is all bullshit about how they can only put their married spouse on the birth certificate in Oregon.
Oh.
Like, so Sean.
Wait, I heard people say that was accurate.
No, people were saying that's not accurate.
Oh.
We took that at face value because through Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup, like that's been a whole storyline where she's still legally married to Ryan, and so
she got a divorce now.
But
it has to be like a certain span of time.
Yeah,
from the divorce to the baby being born.
So he's going to be the father on the birth certificate, even though Ken is the father.
But it's like, don't you just have to prove paternity then? Like, you just have to go to any lab test now and like.
They can't do it until after the baby is born and the birth certificate has Ryan on it, and then they can go and retroactively have him taken off of it.
Because then that was the whole episode was they were pitching it to Ryan. He can come to the hospital to sign a form the day of the birth to like relinquish those rights so they can put Ken on there.
The birth is to have your ex show up.
Yeah, and that's what he's like, why would I do that? So yeah,
I think that's so weird because like it's like, well, just go off who's the baby of the dad. Like if someone's saying like, no, this is the dad, then why do we need to put who you're married to? Be like,
seems very logical, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Arbitrary laws.
Yeah.
Honestly, I say fuck the dads. So just put the mom on there. You know?
Yeah. Could they just do that and then just add the dad later when they
Brown
get the
family style?
Yeah. Keep it blank.
Yes.
Keep it a mystery.
That's right.
Who would have thought they did something right? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. Now I want everyone to know that TLC has reached out to us about Polyfamily season 2. They're going to do a second family. And
that's going to be the face reveal for us.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Branching out.
yes.
Polyfamily.
Finally. And I'm excited that you guys are going to come to Arizona for it. I don't really want to move. But there is a house here that we could get, and it does have both a laundry chute and 2 staircases. So
I'm into it. I like the 2 staircases.
Yeah.
right? Think about playing like hide and seek or tag as a kid.
Or if there's a killer and they're coming up the stairs,
Or
they
the
can go
killer.
down the other one.
Yeah.
You know?
Escape
There's
routes.
2 killers. 2 killers looked
We're
at the
always
Zillow
we're
listing
always worried about a
beforehand.
killer.
You know,
Yeah.
they looked at the listing before, and then they each take a set of stairs.
Oh, shit.
We have to just jump off the balcony at that point.
They're triangulating.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
I like that we're going to
Yeah.
have emergency plans for how we get out of the house.
This is good.
Oh, I always
thinking
do.
ahead.
I
Yeah.
always do.
Is
Yeah.
there a half circle driveway where it's like the
Oh, you really like that, so you don't have to
I like
back
that.
out
The
of
in
the
and
driveway.
out. Yeah, in and out driveway.
No, but our cabin has
No.
that.
Oh,
So,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We
do have
that
a
comes
house
as a
between
benefit of the quad, does it not?
yep. Yes.
That's
There you
good.
go.
That's
Yep.
good.
You don't have to back out
We have legal claim on that. Thank you.
when you go to pick up the Taco Bell that you ordered.
Exactly.
oh my God,
God.
guys.
This was a blast.
Yes.
Thank you.
We always love getting to hang out with you
Yeah,
guys.
we
Same
do.
here.
I hope everyone else stuck around.
Yeah.
No, they
You know,
didn't. We're the only ones still here now. It's just the quad.
We're just in the yacht tub.
Getting sweaty in the yacht tub.
Chafed.
Yeah, chafed.
Oh.
It does seem gross to be out like on the lake, like in the water. It seems hot to be in a hot tub in the hot sun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't even really cross my mind that the water was hot.
Yeah.
Well, is it hot? So I guess that's
Was
the
it a
other
hot
thing.
tub? What? We need more information. The
It
yacht
was a
tub.
yacht tub.
All right. This is for the real fans afterwards
Mm-hmm.
here who have stuck around this long. What were your guys' thoughts of the yacht tub guy who was introducing them to the boat, where he was like, all right, I gotta like
With the
hurry you
captain's
along
hat?
with the little hat
Oh, yeah.
and stuff. Do you guys remember or like have any impressions of that guy based off of that description?
Why don't I remember him?
I
Okay.
know.
It was very brief.
We always remember the side characters.
Very
Yeah.
brief at the dock, and I figured that you guys were going to say something about him because I don't know, there was something like he was like trying to like turn this quick or something
He
where he was
seemed
like
very
I gotta,
eccentric, didn't he?
well, and he was like, I gotta like get you guys going
Oh,
here real quick
wait.
because you gotta
Yes, I do
got another
remember
group
that.
booked
Oh, they
or
had like a
something.
time slot.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like I gotta get another group in here or something. He was trying to like
I got
turn the
another
table.
yacht tub coming in. So
We
come on.
know they're not cleaning that in between then if he's got to hurry it up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Carly's immediate reaction. Are you ready to hear what her thought was?
Hmm.
Go back and watch it because now I don't remember either. But she said, "Oh, doesn't that look like Ace but with 2 earrings?" And I said, no,
She goes, "Don't tell him that."
Nope.
He's-
no.
Now I gotta go watch. Oh God.
he had a hat on, to be fair.
To
We might
be
not
fair,
be
See his
squad
face.
anymore.
The quad is done.
quad. I think we're done with the quad now. Yeah, that's
Actually, you know what? The other day I was at the grocery store and this older gentleman, as I was walking past him, he goes, "Ben Affleck. Do people ever tell you look like Ben Affleck?" And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, when he's an alcoholic or when he's sober? Like which version am I
Puppy or
giving
not
off?
puppy?
Yeah. So that was
Hey,
fun.
Well, that's nice.
Him
Well,
and
now
the
you
boat
can have
guy.
a lower third that says Caitlin Affleck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not actually related to the Afflecks like the girl on
no
Jen.
Secret Life of Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
asterisk next to it.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
We'll see you
guys.
again soon,
It's been so much
hopefully.
fun.
Yes.
Always
let's
a
do
blast.
it.